Hello guys, it's NautoAisDx. This is going to be the November or Thanksgiving special or Black Friday special of my MmGS vlog roundup. And basically I'm just going to talk about two things about this one. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is the PlayStation Classics reveal. There's nothing really much for me to say that a lot of people already said it. Tipster, Review Tech, you name it, everybody on the YouTube basically gave their opinion about it, and I have to agree most of it too. And I kind of don't agree with some of the games they put in there, and I agree what games they should have been put in, such as Twisted Metal 2 was the better game than Twisted Metal, so I don't know why. Destruction Derby, really. I have that game for the PlayStation 1 Virtual Console, and that wasn't really fun. And not having a Gran Turismo game, I sort of can understand why because of the license card, but come on, that was like Sony's version of the racing game. And some of the Japanese games, the lacking there, I think it should be there because they were player hits, such as Final Fantasy Tactics would make sense. And Castlevania Symphony of the Night kind of makes sense there. But again, you know, you have some good ones and you have some weird ones. Fighting game, you got Tekken 3, makes sense. Battle Arena Toshiden, I can understand that but people don't know that the first Toshiden game was published by Sony because they needed a publisher. Sony published the game. But I also felt like it needed a Street Fighter game, so they should have put in Street Fighter Alpha 3, the PlayStation 1 version, but I don't know why they didn't. And I know we could play it on another console like the Street Fighter Collection, etc., etc. But still, this is for the nostalgic, casual, or hardcore. I mean, I don't know who's it from. I know, like, if you're a nostalgia hardcore, you're probably going to buy it, like the NES and the Super NES Classic. But again, you know, some of the games just didn't really make sense. I mean, Mega Man X4 would make sense. But the biggest factor here that unfortunately wasn't in here are Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot. They should at least put the first game on those two. Because again, the PlayStation era, the 32-bit era, they were the first two games. They were basically Sony's version of Mario. Why is it not there? Spyro would make sense. Crash Bandicoot would make sense. Is it because of a license to Activision? I don't know. But yeah, see, I was going to talk more about it, but a lot of people already talked about it. And last one thing before I close is the sad part, the Japanese version had better games. I guess because I'm just a fan of a JRPG, and that's why. And it had more JRPG. It had Saga Frontier. It had some Ark of the Lad, Persona Eve 1, not 3, but 1. So it's a real shame, and unfortunately for myself, I did pre-order this at one point, but I canceled it. Well, because unfortunately during Black Friday, I spent too much money. I'm so ashamed, yes, I am so ashamed. Probably a different video, I'll talk about that. PSA, don't be like me, don't spend too much, it's not good. No bueno, no bueno. I have my own reason, but no bueno. But the bottom line is, the PlayStation Classic, canceled my pre-order, let's see if they're going to do a volume 2 on it, but it is just unfortunate. I mean, if they had a feature to add more games, it would make sense, but it is what it is. So the next one I want to give my thoughts on is the game rage at Gamestop. Basically, customer bought Fallout 76 and he couldn't get a full refund and he went on a rage. So the first thing I have to say there is that I don't really condone that and I don't say people should be doing that. However, what the guy did, basically, I can understand what he's doing, and to some extent what he represents is he represents customers who basically get screwed, or to some extent thinking that the employee is right even if you follow protocol rule. So, was the customer there right in the first place? Well, no, it's not, because the policy rule for GameStop is if you open the game, you can't return it. Simple as that. You can store credit. So, why is he getting mad about it? Because that $60 probably he had worked so hard in his job, and he was anticipating this game just to find out that, oh crap, the game sucked. And how do you feel? $60 down the drain. You can do store credit, but the problem is, who's gonna buy that? Who's gonna, like, how much he's gonna get and who's gonna buy the game? I mean, probably just gonna get like what, $5, $6? I mean, that's how GameStop works. I mean, they gotta make a living, so so basically he's down $60. And the reason a lot of people sometimes like they say awesome with the guy, not really awesome, but they understand what he did. Because there have been times, believe it or not, even including myself, that sometimes the employee, even if you do your protocol, you follow the protocol rule, they told you you're allowed, all of a sudden someone else said no. I dealt with this situation. You do get pissed off. Like, what the heck? I got this certificate. I got this coupon. Why can't I use it? I'm not, like, it said there what's going on. And then employees, they get agitated because the reason is because when they have to deal with something like that and they make one false move, that's what I meant, excuse me, they can get in trouble. Because remember, a lot of this employee, their only concern is, look, I gotta make a living. I don't want to screw this up. I want to follow protocol rule, and if I screwed up, I'm a loss of a job. Remember what happened in 2013 with Grand Theft Auto 5 with that lady on Gamestop? She was fired, and apparently, because the video went viral, she couldn't really get a job from what I heard. I think that was a rumor there, but that was in 2013. And the same deal with this. I mean, yeah, the video went viral about him. So, I mean, unfortunately, the guy's probably going to get in trouble. He's probably going to get a fine or something. And basically, he gets charged for vandalism. I mean, good thing he didn't assault anyone, but that's still vandalism. Because, again, the problem out there is the Gamestop employee now has to deal with that. Have to do the cleanup at the same time dealing with customer. And let's just say if you're working, time is your very important friend there. And when you do something else, you can't do what you're supposed to do. Everybody knows that. So it kind of felt sorry for the employee who's dealing with him. And props to him also because in the end, in the video, he basically just doing like his usual business because he's well prepared. He's probably said, yeah, I've done this before. I dealt with this. And yeah, it's just, it is what it is. So, like I said, was it right for the guy to get rage like that? No, but believe it or not, like I said, even me personally, there have been times when I get really upset because I think the company is screwing with me, GameStop screwing with me, or any company. I want to just hurt someone just to make a point, but again, don't do that. That's wrong. So, what is the right way to win this situation? Well, call the corporate. If it's GameStop, Target, Walmart, whatever. Report the situation to the corporate. Don't deal it with employee, because for them, they don't really care about the customer to some extent. I mean, I'm sorry. There are some that they do, but there are some that they don't because they're just trying to make a living. They're just trying to pass the day, and once the day ends, relax. Don't think about work, and then the cycle repeats. It is what it is. So you deal with it with corporate, talk to them, and then maybe they can help you out. I mean, Spawn Way basically said on his video that talk to the corporate because they'll deal with it. What they're going to do is they're going to call that particular GameStop and then they're going to deal with it. And yeah, it does work because, believe it or not, it happened to me. There was a controversy with me at Target. There was a stupid employees were being, I didn't agree with them. And at one point, I really got mad at one of the employees because, one of the employee broke protocol rule, harassed one of my friends, and then I really got upset about it. But then, of course, the employee got scared and trying to scare me. And what I did after that, called the corporate about it. But I'm not going to get into what it is. But, of course, the aftermath of that one is from what I heard. It's from somebody I know at Target, my local Target. Yeah, I mean, the guy was let go. And the people involved basically didn't get like a permanent job there, but that was a long time ago. Like I said, that was 5 years ago. But still, it's one of those things that you just get rage on. So it's kind of like what the guy did. So, but in the end, let's just say that what the guy did was wrong, but I can understand. GameStop employee, gotta give props on it. So hopefully this is sort of a wake-up call to a lot of the industry to say, hey, look, you can't do this with your games, and then this is what's going to happen. And to the GameStop Corporation, you might want to reevaluate, like Review Tech USA said, you got to reevaluate your policies because push got to shove, this, I know it's going to be stupid out of a video game, but in that situation, it wasn't just the video game was a problem, it was just the policy and the business that a customer got screwed thinking the game is good, to find out the game is bad, and when he needs to get that money back because that's $60 that he risked, and superiorly failed, that's down $60. He could have used it something else, maybe also pay bills and whatever. But you know, it is what it is. So yeah, those are my two vlog for this November. Nothing more else to say. So with that, I'll see you guys later.